I'm Will Coop. I'm a first year apprentice. I've just started out here working the foundation and slabs and I'm quite enjoying it.
And I'm Chris. Been with the Lateral Home for more than a year now, and also I'm an apprentice, and just like Will, doing foundations and all the stuff and enjoying it very much. I love to see the end product, after hard work, and see how all end up. Like just today we are finishing a foundation and it's just lovely to see it, all done.
Yeah, and in the future I plan on building my own house, me and my missus, one day, so getting to look at how it all starts and how it runs is actually quite good for me now, because in the future I'm going to use this knowledge and all that for that, so yeah, it's real good. Well, I'd say for the most part it's quite easy putting up everything, but moving kind of heavy materials can be a bit strenuous on my shoulders because I do have a bit of a bung shoulder from rugby. So what I do there is I usually come home after work, I'll come home and just ice it and get some good rest on it, make sure I don't use it too much, so that the next day when I come it's pretty much perfect and I don't nothing slowing down or anything for me, so I can just get into work straight away.
And for me, actually, it's been the early starts. It's been really, really hard, and because I like my sleep in. But make sure that, I go to bed early after a good meal and have plenty of rest, overnight. Yeah, that would be my main one.
I would personally like to be spending a little bit more time with my partner, because sometimes we do work long hours here and we don't get to see each other too often because she works quite a long hour job as well. So to do that, I suppose we kind of make time for each other, especially on the weekend where we do have a little bit of free time. We make sure that we are seeing each other at least, or doing some fun activity that brings us together. That way it actually boosts my mentality as well for doing this kind of work as well. So it actually, it's real good for personal life and work life to, make sure it's all tip top.
And for me, I enjoyed taking my dog for a walk. Yeah, she loves her walk in the forest, and I make sure that even if it's rainy or no, I take her and I love it. It's a good hour and a half walk, and take it easy, just get some thoughts in there and getting in touch with nature. Other thing that I noticed that really helps through the week is actually have plenty of food because at some point when I don't, definitely I can see myself getting a little bit hungry, Yeah. I think always improving in your gear, the tools that you use and things like that. If there's any innovation, just bring it to life, because some of the stuff that we use in fact in foundation, they're pretty old school still, and there hasn't been any innovation, and if there's any, there's no well known. Come up with always new ideas.
Yeah, and I guess for me, kind of not misplacing, but kind of not having enough materials by being delivered by companies, say purloin or 4x2, something we need extra that bit of that, and when that stuff's not there, it can put a bit of a halt on things, and maybe we have to come back the next day and got to do it then. So maybe if there was a bit more preciseness on the materials being delivered and everything being there, it would make our job a lot easier.
I think it's never too late to start any hobby, beside of what you're just doing from Monday to Friday, or even sometime the whole week. Finding the kind of hobby, even like I said, if it's a walk in nature, it does help a lot. Don't wait for something or wish for something, just go and do it.
Yeah, and again, nature while you are outside most of the time with working out here, but it's kind of work outside. It's not like your own personal time in nature, if you know what I mean. So if you do find time to get outside and go for like a nice, stroll or something like that with, your friends or family, something like that, then that actually will really help, boost your self-esteem, boost your mentality, all that kind of stuff.